Alright everyone, welcome back to another tarot reading here on this new channel. We were actually going to do 4 piles, but I only made 3. So what will we do? Like this, like that. And for the 4th, I guess we can use another deck. Let me find what we're doing today is ask the gods any question. So what you do is preferably you write down a question on a piece of paper, and if you don't want to do that, you can also keep it center in your mind, focus on it, imagine it being written. And so the idea is anytime you want to ask the gods anything, you can come to this reading and I will channel a message for you. Pile number 1, 2, 3, and 4. We have these additional decks here. And I got some more decks on the way, so look forward to even more interesting readings in the future. We're also gonna do 2026, preferably before it starts. But we'll see. But for today, any question for the gods? Ask the gods any question. Okay, when you pick your pile, you just skip ahead through the timestamps in the descriptions. Alright. Okay, pile 1, this one here. Ask the gods any question. Keep your question ready on a piece of paper or in your mind. Can't even. To be honest, I don't know. Mother's intuition. Interesting. The soul cyclist. Acting shady. Stay-at-home dad. Do-it-yourself skills. Girls trip. More of a pile number 1. Swipe right. Bitcoin investment. Lockdown. I think this has to do with family relations. Mother, father. We have lockdown. Here, swipe right. This is love. I sense a seeking of love. I'm on Tinder. I know Tinder. I know swipe right. But this here is very strong love. Beautiful girl on the photo as well. Let me see. It's any question, so it might be a little vague, but it should resonate with the question you have. Mother, father, stay-at-home dad. To be honest, I don't know. Can't even. It's like a family quarrel here. You know, the child is looking up at 2 parents who maybe poor or broke, or maybe arguing a lot. And the energy becomes quite frustrating, you know, a great anger. You also have the white flag here, which means, you know, surrender, peace. Acting shady. This could also be the sister, right? The sister. Sister is also acting shady. You have these parents who are fighting and arguing, causing this person this great frustrating energy and anger. And the sister is acting shady as well. Okay, girls trip, lockdown, do it yourself, it's not Bitcoin investment. fun, right? It's almost like a yin-yang thing. This is the bad and this is the good. This is fun. Partying, going on vacation, biking at night, looking at the blood moon even, or solar eclipse, or just enjoying the warmth or the cold, enjoying weather, enjoying the nightlife, night time. And so it's the yin yang, you know, it's the bad and the good, the family drama and the fun. And on top of it all, you have this seeking of love. So I'm gonna pull some of these cards for you. Let's do one for this first. Moving, change of residence, moving in with your partner. And here we have in reverse, they'll be back. Expect to hear from them soon. And let's do one from the top one here as well. Caution, find out more information, don't overwork yourself. So this is home and family life, right? What you talked about. This is the fun, and he said they'll be back in reverse. Which means, you know, they won't be back. I'm sensing a person who is able to have fun, right? In spite of maybe losing friends, or maybe even losing family members, or having lost something or someone. Understanding that, you know, they won't be back, I might as well have fun by myself or with new people. And with this caution here, with the swipe right, the message for you is to not be cautious. Don't be scared. If you are on Tinder, talk to girls. They're not scary. Or the other way around, if you are a woman. Or whatever, anyone can watch this reading, we don't judge. And I'm gonna pull some of these for you as well. This is the Ten of Wands, Knave of Pentacles, Temperance, Ten of Swords, Seven of Swords, the Chariot, and the Magician. And so this is understanding the aspects of the universe that flows through energy, right? The casting of a spell changes the energies, which eventually manifests into the physical world. And there's like this understanding of this patience, right? The patience. The spell has been cast. And so now you have to wait for this to manifest. And that the way it manifests is not always as you once would have thought, but the end result will be what you desired. And depending on the spell, you know, it can change anything. There's no limits, no rules. And the darker the spell, the more power it is in the force behind the change, you know. All right, that's the answers from the gods. Pile number one. All right, pile number two. We have this one here, and get your question ready, either in your mind or on a piece of paper, and we're gonna ask the gods to answer for you. Couples card. The festival goer, ally, femme, the social justice warrior, van life. Independent woman. Squad goals. Baddie. The ghoster. And generational wealth. So what do we have here for you? Pile number 2. I'm sensing a lot of mess, kind of messy. You know, we have the festival goer, we have an ally, so like friends, partying. If you're partying a lot, things can get a little messy. I'm sensing you feel like a lack of control in a way that isn't negative. It doesn't feel negative. It feels like but you don't have too much oversight. You're kind of just flowing. There's the person you know. Last night I was at a party. You're flowing further. Oh, another guy or girl I know. Oh, hi, I remember I met you. You know, you're kind of constantly at a party, almost like the festival goer. With couples costume, I feel it's very connected here. You have someone on the outside viewing in, being deceptious and deceivious. They know something here that others don't. They put on a mask and they play around with you or someone else who is this festival goer, who just flows through people, parties, places. Right? We have the social justice warrior, van life, independent woman, squad goals. This here is, you know, speaking up for yourself. And I think this is a desire to show you beauty in the world, like great views. Yeah. If you see in the image on the van. And so this is speaking up for yourself, for justice, right? And this is great views, a desire to show the world how beautiful it is. Independent woman has the same energy here. Standing up for yourself. Queen of thoughts. But this is more in public, whereas this is more in writing, right? I see a person writing down their thoughts on what is wrong in their world, at least, like in what they're experiencing. And figuring out ways to speak public about it, possibly through showing people how beautiful the world actually is, right? Squad goals. It feels empty. Let me get some clearance cards. Ace of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Chalice. The Hermit. Queen of Pentacles. Seven of Wands. Right, so it has to do with love for a specific female. Yeah, baddie. Squad goals. And there seems to be this girl. Maybe you want in your squad, or someone wants to include in your social group because she's very beautiful and attractive. And she wants to get into the squad. Whether that is a group of girls or a group of guys or a mixed social group, fam, the ghoster, generational wealth. And this is warmth and prosperity, right? It's connected through here. You want a close circle that is warm and wealthy, which means you know you can afford everything you need. A glass of wine, warm food, heat in the winter. You're very close. You don't have a ghoster. You're all connected, chatting, using your wealth. And this girl is wanted in this gang. For some of you, and for others, she wants to, and therefore is pushing, poking. She wants to join. She wants in on this that you can craft, right? I'm gonna pull some of these for you as well. Vacation. You will be traveling soon. Commitment. Things are getting serious. Move on. Someone is unavailable. A waste of time. It's over. Distance. You and your partner may be physically or emotionally distant. Sexuality. Someone is still figuring themselves out. Fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And this speaks of people, right? A person, maybe several. If you have lost someone recently, either literally like they moved on from this world, or you lost them in another way, like they're still alive but not around. Either way, move on, right? This person is gone. Someone else is looking for commitment. Vacation, you will be traveling soon. Maybe you two should partner up and go on a vacation. Maybe you should travel to this person. You and your partner may be physically or emotionally distant. With sexuality, someone is still figuring themselves out. And we have Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. We want some more depth here. Knave of Wands, Six of Chalice, Nine of Pentacles, Four of Swords, Two of Swords, the Hierophant. Someone is experimenting quite heavily, I think, the Moon and the Wheel, with intercourse, emotional trauma. I hear someone has emotional trauma and therefore struggles to figure out their own sexuality. That might be this person. Fire sign. Someone who is very burning bright on the inside, right? Someone who has a flame all in their spirit, right? You can maybe see it, especially if they're drunk or under some kind of substance. Maybe the flame bursts through, You have this woman here, and there's really almost like a barricade, right? A see-through wall that is keeping this person still. This person can't get through the invisible wall, so to speak. All right. I hope that answered your question. Maybe I should pull just a few more. Instagram guru, student loans, work-life balance, self-care. This is about scarcity, right? Needing more than you have or can acquire. And it's needing money for health, fitness, self-care, loans, studying, school, work, the bus, food, the gym, all that kind of stuff, right? A lot of money going out and then not enough coming in. It's scarcity. And that might be this barricade that is blocking this person from conquering their own sexual flow here. All right, pile number 2. Pile number 3, welcome. We're asking the gods to answer any question. Keep it in front of you on a piece of paper or in center in your mind. And we're gonna ask for an answer. Thirst trap, personal trainer, new gig, grown ass man, the Etsy queen, who run the world, blessed, throwback, teletherapist, the Tinderist, off the grid, frenemies, vision board. All right, pile number 3. This has to do with many things, I think, but it feels like creative, even creative fitness, if that is something that means something to you, creative fitness. On top here we have vision board, frenemies, and off the grid. It gives me the impression of creating, like a project, art project maybe, designing something, creating something. And I see like it's a team party, you know, like American Pie style film. Party, cups, the beer pong with hashtag blessed. You have imagery of a moon, pictures, paintings, yeah. Pictures, painting. I want to say also like even new school, like AI art, right? Can also be what this is about. The Tinderist's universe flowing through. And so it's a genuine art creation in the oldest sense of channeling the energies through the person and into the art, right? But also here with Thirst Trap, personal gainer, Etsy queen who run the world, there's this other energy that is more, feels like kind of entrapping maybe, or kind of like quenching, you know, quenching your muscle, maybe your stomach, right? It has to do with fitness. With Thirst Trap, you see the chocolate here, right? And the personal trainer, and there's like this balance here between sugar and workout, right? A balance. If it is you or a person you're asking about, this person is perfectly balanced. he or she knows when to eat sugars and when to go to the gym. When to eat sugars and when to go to the gym. In the off time, then, he or she is setting up a business, selling maybe their own creations, maybe their own artworks, or maybe even practical artworks like designing gloves and selling, right? Creating a business. Success, fame. While simultaneously this artsy energy is flowing through, creating some sort of project, art project, or if not art, some sort of, well, anyway, I think it's art anyway, but it doesn't have to be, it can also be like film, right, or even a newspaper article. And the energy is flowing through this person to craft an art piece for people to enjoy, right? Let's get some of these here. Pets, communicate, earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, pregnancy, someone is expecting, someone has to tell you something, love spell, you've been bewitched, sexuality, move on, distance. Pregnancy, if you watched the last reading, really speaks with this art creation, right? Artists often feel that when they are creating something, it's like being pregnant. When it releases is when the baby is born. It's alive, it's its own thing. It no longer needs you to survive. Maybe a child actually needs you to survive for quite a time, but you know, it's born. And so this speaks of the birth, right then, of some creation, some sort of art project. Someone is unavailable, distance. I think the message is it's wise to keep a distance from the person here. If it's a person you're asking about. And if it's not a person, it's important to take a step back, right? If you're creating this project, it's important to take a step back and look. Breathe. Look at what you've done so far before you venture in again, right? Pets, communicate. Confession, love spell. It's important to keep an open mind, and when you communicate, pet them, right? Don't be mean. Nobody wants to speak to you if you're mean, right? Pet them. And maybe also with this creation, maybe you're doing interviews, for example, to gain inspiration. You know, you have films that do that. They take interviews of people and they base their fictional work on the interviews to make it as real as they can, while still not being documentary, right? And so when you communicate, pet them, be nice, don't be harsh. With love spell here, I sense an intense need or craving for this artwork to be loved, whether it's you creating it or someone you're asking about. They want this to be loved. They want this to be cherished. And since we have sexuality here, let's draw the Tarot of Sexual Magic. Ace of Swords, the Lovers, King of Swords, Strength, Muscles, Glaze, building a body, right? Creating an attractive body. And here I see an influence of deception. You can also see it here. See her in the back. There's an influence of deception with a mixture of fetish, right? And I see here with the woman conquering the beast here with strength. I think whether it's yourself you're asking about or another person, this person is conquering their own inner, maybe darker flows and fantasies, conquering them in favor of building what is an attractive sexual body to attract the opposite sex, right? So mastering these darker energies, conquering them and using them to build and have something more pleasurable in a traditional sense, right? Okay, I hope this answered your question, pile number 3. All right, we're gonna do pile number 4, last pile. Let me just sit down. All right, keep your question in front of you on a piece of paper or in center in your mind. And we're gonna ask for an answer from the gods. The moon, strength, the Queen of Wands, the Five of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, the High Priestess, the Knight of Swords, the Six of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, the King of Swords, the Eight of Cups, Ace of Cups, lots of cups. Different deck for you. Pile number 4. Alright, especially, okay, with the cups, this is wealth, fame, fortune. Wealth, fame, and fortune. No doubt about it. And I think it's aspiration, ultimate goal. To be on top. Fame, wealth, everything, you know. 10,000 cups. You have the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Cups, right? Money all the way, like billions. billions. Fame, all that kind of stuff. With the King of Swords, strength. Inner strength acquired from building this, right? Getting here. Strength, proudness. Okay, and we have moon, strength, these cards here, and it's bathing. I see someone bathing in water, right? In the night even. Taking a swim, washing away your sins, right? Or negative energy, cleaning yourself. Especially in water, you know, taking a swim. Take a swim, or someone needs to take a swim. Swimming is perfect for this person you're asking about, whether it's yourself or someone else. Swim, wash, clean, swim, wash, clean, right? And I'm seeing like washing machine rolling. But this is a little unclear, right? So I'm gonna get some of these. Someone else. Someone is in the middle. Someone is trying to sabotage this. Change of residence. They'll be back. Expect to hear from them soon. Distance. Yes. Luck is on your side. Intimacy. So if you had a yes/no question, your answer is here. Yes. They'll be back. Intimacy. If you're missing a partner, can also be a friend, sexual partner, romantic partner. They'll be back. Intimacy. Back in your arms, so to speak. Someone else in distance, right? There's someone in the middle trying to sabotage this. If it's a relationship you're asking about, the reason you have a distance is because someone else is sabotaging this. They're keeping you apart. Moving, change of residence, moving in with your partner. House, home, clean, wash, clean. Right, so maybe this has to do with cleaning in your house. But I'm sensing a joy, right? Maybe you have a joy in renovating. Maybe you're an interior designer. Maybe even a housewife or a house husband. You enjoy house cleaning. You or this person you're asking about, or however it resonates with your question. Cleaning the house, keeping it clean, looking good, renovating. Yes, luck is on your side if you're thinking about cleaning up the house. Do so. Luck is on your side. And how this relates to the top here, I don't know. But we can get some more cards. 3 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, the Empress, Death, 10 of Pentacles. Maybe it's cleaning for someone famous, right? Maybe you even work at a famous person's house. You really enjoy that. We have death here. This is, I feel like, letting it happen. Let things change. Because they're gonna anyway. So let things change. Keep cleaning. Swimming, if that is what resonates with you. And this famous person shall come to you when the time is right. When the time is right. So just keep at it, whether it's swimming, cleaning, washing, whatever it is you're doing. Keep on doing that. Let things happen. And this famous person shall come to you. When time is right, they'll be back. Someone is keeping you apart. Luck is on your side. Yeah. Let's see if there's anything else to answer your question. Hierophant, the Empress, the Magician, the Four of Wands, 10 of Cups. Power overwhelming. Crafting, you know, the magician here is someone who sees the future, right? And who has mystical knowledge and who can craft things no one else can. This vase here, or this one, right? He can craft things no one else can. Hierophant, Empress, 10 of Cups, the Four of Wands, the diamond here. I'm sensing like a jealousy, right? So if it's your jealousy of this person, it is completely kind of blocked. It's unnecessary as always, but it's also non-functional, right? It won't, the envy or jealousy won't generate anything, because what this person creates, only he or she can. That's just his or her gift. And so any jealousy won't nudge this person a bit, because he or she is the only one who can do it. The 10 of Cups speaks of wealth, and the Four of Wands speaks of accomplishment. And so I think here you have two people who are occupied with keeping savings, while the magician, on the other hand, is occupied with accomplishment. Savings, having a lot of money saved, spared, whereas the magician wants to accomplish everything. Alright, pile number 4. Okay, everyone, that was the reading. You can always come back. If you have another question, pick a different pile. The gods will answer. It is always for you, channeled through energy, abilities. And yeah, you can also come back later. And if it's long enough between each time you watch the video, you won't remember which pile you chose. It doesn't matter if you then also choose the same pile, because the answer will be genuine and from the gods to any question you have. So I hope you liked the reading, and yeah, leave a comment, like, subscribe, tell other people about it, and we can grow and get more cards and more readings. Thank you.